What is going on, guys? It's your boy SirEmCeeCoy, and welcome back to the Chicago Bears franchise. It is week 2, and we have got a matchup against the 1-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is Jameis Winston's team. They've added more weapons for him. Deshaun Jackson, O.J. Howard. Our defense is going to have a big task in stopping them. And the offense, well, it's a work in progress every week, so let's get it going. We will be receiving the ball to start the game, and this kick will go to Jerick McKinnon, who will field it at the 4 and will be able to return it. Running up the middle, cutting right now, and he will go down at the 30, and now out comes Trubisky. Lost in the first game, he threw for 300 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Looking to build off that this week. First down and 10, we'll say handoff, go to Howard, and he is tackled down almost immediately. This is a tough defense. That front 4 air is McCoy, Baker, and Spence, and it gets better with the linebackers. Quan Alexander and Levante David, and then their secondary, J.J. Wilcox and Abdul at the safety spot, and then they have Brent Grimes and Hargraves at corner. On 3rd and 8, there will be a blitz, and it's Levante David, who we spoke of just a couple seconds ago, getting into the backfield. 3 and out, and now we see Jameis Winston come out onto the field. He's going to look for a successful first drive for Tampa Bay. This defense is going to have to step up big to stop him. On 1st and 10, we'll see a handoff go to Doug Martin, and that's not what we like to see. 14-yard run to start the day. Keep in mind, this defense has allowed a rush of 80-plus yards 3 weeks in a row. 1st and 10, pass to the outside. It is complete to Adam Humphries. He gets a couple of yards there. Take a look at this offense. The offensive line is arguably the weak spot of this team. But then you look at their skill positions. Mike Evans, Chris Sims, Doug Martin, O.J. Howard, Deshaun Jackson. That is quite the core. 3rd and 5 for Winston. Looking right side, there is one of those men, Deshaun Jackson. First down into Chicago territory. Winston on the drop back on 1st and 10. He's going to roll right, throw on the run. What a catch by O.J. Howard. Nice catch and throw. 1st and 10 at the 24. Winston feeling pressure, evades, throws, finds Cameron Brate, who's brought down almost immediately. Cameron Brate last year had the most touchdowns of all tight ends, and they go out and draft a new tight end. Interesting. Winston over the middle finds rookie Chris Godwin, just another weapon that they have. They're down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, the fullback motions left. The handoff will go that way. Martin, oh, he is lit up by Jarrell Freeman. 2nd and goal. I formation, now they're going to try it right side, and this time Doug Martin is in. Tampa Bay wastes no time going down the length of the field and getting their first points on the game. 7-0 Tampa. Time to see what our offense can do, as that hole closed up very quickly for Jordan Howard. Rough running so far. 2nd and 7. Trubisky back to pass. He's going to step up and he's going to take off. Doesn't slide. He takes contact but picks up 11 yards. Good awareness by him there. On 2nd down and 7, we'll see a handoff go to Howard. Dragging bodies and picking up 5 yards. 3rd and 2. McKinnon enters the game. He fumbles it. It's picked up by Tampa Bay. McKinnon's first run of the day is a fumble. And Tampa has the ball back right at midfield. They'll go play action Winston. All the time in the world. Nobody's open though, and time runs out. That is Leonard Floyd getting to the quarterback. So now it's 2nd down and 19. Martin going the wrong way. That is a loss of 2, and this defense has forced them into a 3rd and 21. But can they hold it? Winston to pass. Again, great protection, but coverage downfield is good, and he misses his intended receiver. That was Mike Evans. So Tampa ends up punting, and there's no harm, no foul. Chicago now goes handoff to Howard, who stays on his feet but is brought down after contact. Gain of 7, his longest of the day. 3rd and 3, can they convert? Trubisky, he's just going to take off again, using his legs, this time sliding for a gain of 10. Trubisky has shown an excellent ability to run. 2nd and 8, sliding left, plants, throws, there's his tight end, Zach Miller, up across midfield into Tampa Bay territory. Chicago's driving near the end of the first. Dropping back again, now looking right side, Cameron Meredith, he fumbles. Luckily, it falls basically right into his hands. Playing with fire right now. Say handoff go to Howard, who nearly slips out of 2 tackles. Picks up 5 as we near the end of the first. 3rd and 3 as we start the second. Throw out for Freddie Stevenson, who just drops it. He probably had a first down there. So now it's a 53-yard field goal attempt for Connor Barth, and it curves inside the upright. Chicago gets 3. Tampa Bay will come out in the I formation to start this drive. And we will see a handoff going to Doug Martin, who is wrapped up and thrown to the ground. These defenses, we did see there that Jay Howard was in the game, and that is because Akeem Hicks is hurt. We lost him for the game. He made a nice tackle there, though. There goes screen, and it is red all the way on 3rd down, so they throw it away. It's a 3 and out. Tampa will punt it. This punt will go deep for McKinnon, who's going to take it at the 16. Cutting right now left. Big juke move from McKinnon, and that is a nice return. Picking up 18 on that one. So that is where we will take over. Trubisky throwing over the middle, finding Kendall right up across midfield into Tampa Bay territory. 1st and 10, Trubisky. Steps up in the pocket, throwing again for Kendall Wright, who gets close to the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. Chicago driving again. Handoff to Howard. He's wrapped up nearly immediately. Still is able to pick up 4 yards, though. It's 3rd and 4. Langford checks into the game. Trubisky throwing to Langford, who has the completion down to the 15-yard line. First down, Chicago, and they are threatening. Trubisky to pass. Looking right side for the rookie, Juju Smith, and it's intercepted by J.J. Wilcox. The rookie just didn't turn around in time. Tampa gets the ball back at the 20. No points for Chicago. And Doug Martin. There is no running for any of these running backs. He gets blown up after a gain of 2. 3rd and 8 now. Jameis Winston. Back to pass. Looking, has all the time in the world. Throws. It's intercepted by the rookie, Eddie Jackson. He takes it to the house. The rookie out of Alabama. His first pick is a pick 6. Oh my goodness. He was playing as the dime. He was the 4th corner playing in the dime formation, and he just sat there on that route and he just read the pass perfectly. Got the ball at the highest point and he was gone. Chicago with the lead now. It's 10-7. Tampa ball back again. Winston. Play action. Throwing on 1st down. It's another interception. Bryce Callahan now. And Jameis Winston has been intercepted on back-to-back passes. Excluding Amukamara, this is a young secondary full of guys who are really just trying to make a name for themselves. And we just saw 2 guys do that. So we get the ball 1st and 10 at the 28. There goes Howard running through a would-be tackler. He picks up 8 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 2. Trubisky, play action. Sliding right. Stops, throws, and he just misses Cameron Meredith in the back of the end zone. 3rd and 2. Handoff to Howard. He's stood up at the 20-yard line by Gerald McCoy. And Chicago will kick the field goal to make it a 6-point game. 4.5 to go here in the half, as we'll see a handoff go to Martin. Again, going nowhere. These running backs cannot find room. So 3rd and 8 for Winston. Will he throw a pick this time? No, he finds Deshaun Jackson. We were running mans, and, well, if you're going to run mans against Deshaun Jackson, he's going to eventually beat you. 1st and 10, play action. Winston with time, but pressure. Danny Trevathan. Oh, what a sack on Jameis Winston. It's 3rd and 11. There was movement. I believe that came from the defense. They go screen out to Sims. Spin, and he will be taken down. There was movement. It wasn't offside, so Winston gets 3rd and 6 instead. Looking downfield, there's Adam Humphries. To the 25-yard line goes Tampa Bay, and they are looking to get some points on the board before half. Winston over the middle for Mike Evans. He gets leveled. What a hit. This defense They are playing with authority today. 2nd and 5 over the middle. It's Martin. That's going to be a first down. Tampa takes a timeout with less than a minute to go. Winston's screen. It's well covered, and Winston goes down. Big sack from the Chicago defense. 3rd and 16 with 30 seconds to go. Winston. Pressure coming from Floyd, and he just runs right into Lamar Houston. The 4th sack of this first half, and Winston is down on this one. We're going to take a quick look at what happened. It looks like his arm got caught on his lineman, and then it slammed into the ground on that sack. That's not good. We'll have to see in the second half if he is okay. But Chicago, despite some sloppy football and no offensive touchdowns, are taking a 13-10 lead into the half. You know, you got to take what you can get. There's Winston walking off on his own power, so that is good sign. We'll see if Winston is back, and we will see if the offense can get on the board in the second half when we come back. And there he is. Jameis Winston is trotting out onto the field, but man, he has been taking one hell of a beating in the first half, and they need to figure out how to protect him. I don't know if they need to leave Doug Martin back in protection when they pass, but they need to keep Jameis Winston on his feet. 1st and 10, the handoff will go to Martin, who finds, again, 2 yards. This defense is swarming to the ball carrier. Sims checks in as Winston has no extra protection, but has time. Lobbing downfield. Oh, what a job by Callan. No, that was Adrian Amos swatting that one away from Mike Evans. We'll see the handoff go to Howard. We'll pick up a few yards. Only 2. Strong formation. The throw dropped again by Freddie Stevenson. He had that beautiful catch in the preseason, but we haven't seen him from him yet. 3rd and 8, the offense trying to prevent from going 3 and out, and not Glennon. Trubisky barely gets that throw off. 1st and 15, Winston to pass. Pressure from behind, it's picked up, and a nice diving catch by Deshaun Jackson. That'll set up a manageable 2nd and 2 for Doug Martin, who still is unable to get there. So it's going to be 3rd and 1. Will they go to the ground again? No. Winston to pass on 3rd and 1. Over the middle finds Deshaun Jackson. A nice spin move, breaking a tackle, and they are into Chicago territory. Less than 10 to go here in the 3rd. Handoff will go to Martin, and that hole closed up very, very quickly. 12 rushes, only 29 yards today. 2nd and 8, handoff will go to Martin. That's a big hole for him. His 2nd longest run of the day. He picks up 10. Sims checks in now. We'll see the handoff go to him, and he's going nowhere. Brought down by Lamar Houston. So it's 3rd and 8 from the 29-yard line. They are in field goal range. Down by 3. Winston rolls out left. Plants, throws, finds Humphries. That's a first down. That was a nice play from Jameis Winston. I-form handoff will go to Martin. Oh, he fumbles it. Somebody. Oh my God, and somehow Tampa picks that one up. Split shotgun on 3rd and 7. They're going the screen. Oh, Nick Kwiatkowski was not even remotely fooled. Tampa will kick the field goal to tie, but it's blocked by Chicago. And that is going to stymie Tampa Bay's scoring drive. Chicago still with a 3-point lead. Handoff going to Howard. Man, they are finding no success on the ground. 3rd and 11. Trubisky back to pass. Looking over the middle. It's swatted away. Looking for Zach Miller. A very quick 3 and out. This offense has just looked horrible today. Yet they do have a lead. There's Doug Martin again going nowhere. This time it's Amukamara making a tackle. Delayed handoff to Martin, and now it's Leonard Floyd. My God. 17 rushes, 41 yards. 3rd and 11, you're going to expect they have to pass. They have bunch 3 left. Winston feels pressure and just lobs this one out of bounds, and this has been a defensive clinic today. 3 and outs everywhere, blocked field goals, interceptions, forced fumbles. Man, it's a fun day to be a defender. We'll see McKinnon return this from the 30, breaking a tackle, and here he goes. Using his speed, tries to get past one man, but is tackled from behind at the 47. A nice return, and we're going to need everything we can get if we're going to try to score, because our offense has not looked good as down goes Trubisky. It's Robert Ayers on the sack. A minute to go here in the third as we see a counter handoff for Howard, who breaks initial contact, but there's just no room for him afterwards. Gain of 1. So it's 3rd and 15. Over the middle, there's Zach Miller, and that will be a first down into Tampa Bay territory. They do manage to move the chains. As we are in the 4th quarter, handoff to Howard, who tried to break a tackle that wasn't there. Still gains 8. 3rd and 2, do they try to go to the ground again? They do, and it doesn't work. We've seen that narrative before. 50-yard field goal attempt for Connor Barth. Again, squeaks it inside of the uprights, and he has been excellent today kicking field goals. 16-10 Chicago, they still maintain the lead. Winston feels pressure from Floyd, but finds Mike Evans over the middle. They've got to get something going, and they need to get something going fast. Winston, with time, lobbing. There's O.J. Howard again. He has made 2 impressive catches along the sidelines. 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, now it's Adam Humphries. First down Tampa Bay, and they are into field goal range. 1st and 10, shotgun pass for Winston. Over the middle, it's intercepted by Leonard Floyd. And that will be Winston's 3rd interception thrown today. Leonard Floyd, the beneficiary of that one. And that will halt their scoring drive. 2nd down, we'll see a pass out for Howard in the flats. He picks up about 7 yard lines, making it a manageable 3rd and 3. Please don't run it. They do pass Trubisky with all the time in the world, but there's really no one open as he tries to roll right. And there's Robert Ayers for his 2nd sack of the day. So we will just punt this one away. It's Pat O'Donnell to punt. Deshaun Jackson is the man returning from the 27. Spinning out one guy. And there's going to be an unnecessary face mask penalty. Tampa Bay will get the ball to start in Chicago territory. They go screen, it's red, but then Floyd abandons the screen coverage to try and get to the quarterback. Still completes the pass, it's 3rd and 5. Winston, dropping back to pass, looking over the middle. Now it's intercepted by Danny Trevathan. One man to beat, it's Winston, and he does. His 4th interception thrown, in this defense is playing out of their minds today. There's a pass over the middle to Zach Miller. They're getting into field goal range at the 35-yard line. 5.5 minutes to go. Hand off to Howard. He goes nowhere. 50 yards on 22 rushes. 3rd and 10. Trubisky looking left side into one-on-one. Meredith can't come down with it in the end zone. So now they will attempt a 52-yard field goal. And Connor Barth, he might as well. You know, if it wasn't for the defense, Connor Barth would be our team MVP. But this defense is playing out of their freaking minds. 1st and 10, it's Winston. Lobbing over the middle, there's Deshaun Jackson. They're up to the 41-yard line. Still only a 9-point game. 1st and 10 for Winston. All the time in the world. He's got receivers going deep, and he's going to test it. Into triple coverage, tipped, intercepted by Eddie Jackson again. The 2nd pick of this young rookie's career. Oh my God! Oh my goodness, he just spun out Jameis Winston. Oh my God, this rookie is making plays, and you know, he is making a case for himself. Let's look at this again. Oh my goodness, that was nasty. 1st and 10, we're gonna see a handoff go to Jordan Howard. They're just gonna try to kill as much clock as possible here. Trubisky will take off, and he has got some space. There goes Trubisky, taking contact. He's down to the 30, and Trubisky has more running yards than Jordan Howard. It's just one of those games. 1st and 10, Trubisky sliding right. This time he will throw. There's Shaheen to the 7-yard line, and now all of a sudden Chicago can look like they're going to score. Trubisky looking end zone. Miller drops it. That could have been the offense's first touchdown of the game. Instead, it's 2nd and goal. Handoff, Howard. He's there. No, down at the 1. 3rd and goal. Play action. Trubisky nearly intercepted at the goal line, so they will just take the chip shot field goal. It's a 12-point game. with 1:47 to go. There's a completion to Jackson, who somehow stayed on his feet there. They're going to need to score twice in order to come back here. Winston throwing. There's Humphries on the outside. That's a first down into Chicago territory. Winston back to pass. All the time in the world, lobbing. Oh, Chris Godwin to the 11-yard line. The rookie makes a big play. 1st and 10, Winston. All the time in the world, pressure incoming. He's going to throw. Prince Amukamara now with the interception. Number 6 for Jameis Winston. And that is one of those games that Winston is going to want to forget for a long, long time. We just need a first down to end it. Tampa Bay does take a timeout. It's 3rd and 2. Man, there goes Howard to the right side. That will be the first down. He will have more rushing yards now than Trubisky. That'll be the end of the game. Wasn't a pretty one. That is for sure. 5 field goals. Our only touchdown came on defense, but sometimes you got to look at the positives. Our defense played out of their freaking minds. 6 interceptions, a forced fumble. They weren't able to recover it. 4 sacks on Jameis Winston. Wow, this was an interesting game. If we could combine this with a comparable offensive performance, we would actually be unstoppable. You're not going to see too many highlights because there weren't really too many. The pick 6 by Eddie Jackson. Yeah, this was a bad game. Didn't even pass for 100 yards rushing. It was basically split between our quarterback and our running back. But we ended up with a win, and that is the most important thing. Yeah, Trubisky had a rough game. 10 of 22 for 124 yards. I guess he did pass for 100, but they do count the sacks. Jordan Howard did end up with 76 yards on the day. Still nothing to shake a stick at. Trubisky there with 56 yards. Nice to see him still continuing to show his ability to run. He did have that 33-yard gallop in the 4th quarter. Receiving, again, not much to show because we weren't really passing much. Zach Miller was our leading receiver, 3 for 46. Defense, this is where things got fun. Both middle linebackers with 11 tackles. Those two guys are beasts. Tackles for losses for days for the offense, or for the defense, sorry. Sacks, we saw Howard, Houston, Floyd, and Danny Trevathan all get to the quarterback. The picks. 2 for the rookie Eddie Jackson, 1 for Leonard Floyd, 1 for Bryce Callahan, 1 for Amukamara, and 1 for Danny Trevathan. We're looking at that, and look at that. The rookie Eddie Jackson, Defensive Player of the Week. Now, this is super unfortunate. I did scouting and I wasn't thinking, and you just saw right there, I completely simmed through week 3. I completely missed that game, so now our next game will be week 4 against the Packers. You see, we did lose to the Steelers, not really to the surprise of anybody. 49-24, I'd say that's fairly accurate. Trubisky, decent game. The run game, we got beat by Bell. Howard kind of matched his production though, which is kind of nice. Receiving, we just couldn't stop their weapons. Kendall Wright had a big game. Wheaton had a decent game against his former team. And of course, Cameron Meredith continues to be pretty much a non-factor. So I'm really sorry about that little slip up, but we will be here back for week 4 in our first divisional matchup against the Green Bay Packers, and we get Pernell McPhee back. So thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in week 4. Comment down below who was your MVP for this week. See you guys.
Back from the dead.